And good evening. Thanks for being with us here on this Saturday night. We want to take a few moments to give you an update on what's going on as far as the leftover snow, what we can expect in the overnight hours. For the most part, the snow melted away today, but not everybody lost all that snow. In the shaded areas and some yards, there's still some snow on the ground and on some back roads here in the Midlands. Not all of it went away. News 19 meteorologist Corey Smith is joining us now. That may be a problem as we get into the overnight hours here with some refreezing here, correct? And some black ice on the roads.
Yeah, that is right. And I think for the majority of roads, at least major roads, ice will not really be an issue. It's going to be those secondary untreated roads, especially as you head towards Kershaw County where we saw some of those higher snow totals. But the good news is we're seeing the sun go down. We're still at 39 degrees, so we're still above freezing, so not expecting any conditions here in the short term. It's really going to be the early morning hours that we see any of those issues arrive. Taking a look across the viewing area, 36 in Winsboro, 36 in Camden, as well as St. Matthews, 38 in Orangeburg, and 39 in Columbia and Lexington. And as you go into your Sunday, we're going to start off likely in the middle to upper 20s, but we're warming up pretty nicely, getting right around 40 degrees around 11 a.m., 42 by noon, and I am expecting close to 50 degrees tomorrow afternoon. So let's take a look at what to expect, and you'll see as you head throughout the next few hours, temperatures do drop. So by 10 to 11 o'clock, getting to, if not below freezing. So we could see some issues in places where we have any moisture on the roads, any leftover ice or snow. And like we mentioned, I think really Kershaw County is going to be where we have the most widespread issues because we saw the most snow on the ground. So that's where really I think the concern is for tonight. For the rest of us, it's really going to be secondary roads. And if you head down south of I-20, I think not much in the way of any road issues tonight. As you go throughout your overnight hours, bottoming out in the middle to upper 20s, and then we're warming up as we go throughout the day, middle 40s by about 1 o'clock here. We're expecting to get right around 50 degrees for your high, 51 in Columbia, 52 in Aiken, 49 in Newberry. We do start to cool down as you go through your Sunday evening here. So take a look at what we can expect tonight, 24 in Camden, 26 in Lexington, as well as Aiken, 27 in Orangeburg and Manning. It's going to be a clear night, overall pretty cold as well, but not as windy as what we saw. So we're not really dealing with any wind chill. And as you go into tomorrow, you can see temperatures flirting right around 50 degrees, 48 in Winsboro, 49 in Saluda, 52 in Aiken, and 50 in Manning. Now looking past tomorrow, well, we're expecting the chance of some rain possibly as we go into the beginning of next week. We have high pressure in place. That's actually out west right now. That's going to move over us as we start off the work week. Keeps us sunny as we go Monday and into at least the beginning portions of Tuesday, but then an area of low pressure crossing just towards our south, and we might see some isolated showers in the southern Midlands. But notice another cold front pushing in as we go Tuesday and into Wednesday, and that means more cold air on the way. So temperatures trending down as we go towards the end of the week. So that's what we'll be watching there. I think overall Tuesday, just some isolated rain chances, and not for the entire viewing area. So not really a washout going forward there. So take a look at the 5-day forecast going forward. It's going to be a cold day, or at least a cold start tomorrow. Low of 26, high of 50. A little bit warmer as we go Monday into Tuesday, middle 50s, but still below average for this time of year. And then that cold front moves in. We're starting to cool back down. Back to you, JR.
All right, Corey, I want you to hang tight. Going to bring you back in just a few moments because there's been a lot of social media discussion about the possibility of more frozen precipitation next weekend. We'll check in with you on that coming up in a few moments. To keep up with the very latest on what's happening with the weather, though, a good reminder here, be sure to download the WLTX app. You can watch live coverage and see our updated forecast anytime. You can also connect with our News 19 meteorologist. Be sure to check their social media pages for constant updates. Now, even though most of that snow melted today, our weather watchers managed to get some photos and send them to us. Here is Melissa's daughter in Oak Grove doing some gymnastics. Courtney in Lexington met this smiling snowman with a scarf, and this cat in Camden out in the snow as well. We appreciate all the pictures. Keep sending them in. Text them to 803-776-9508. Be sure to put your name and where you're watching us from. Or go ahead and join our WLTX Weather Watchers Facebook page and share them tonight and tomorrow. We may use one of your pictures or videos on one of our broadcasts. As you heard a moment ago, Kershaw County was one of the areas that saw Some of the most snow out there. News 19's Walker Lawson has a recap tonight from Camden.
That's right, we are here in downtown Camden, and most of the snow has melted today from the sun that we received in the area, but not every part of the area has melted all of that snow. There are some roads that are still covered in ice or that have water and puddling on them, and that is leading to concerns of black ice. But not all of the residents here in the community are too worried about it.
People really don't know how to drive necessarily with the black ice, so it may be a lot of crashes and accidents and things like that of that nature. But that being said, we still can, get where we need to be and do what we need to do. At the end of the day, we just, drive cautious, I believe.
Again, temperatures are going to drop well below freezing tonight, so a lot of roadways will be frozen early in the morning. In Camden, I'm Walker Lawson at News 19 WLTX.
In Fairfield County, we're told that there were only some minor problems due to the snow and ice. The county's emergency management director is saying that a majority of the roads are clear. They should not be a problem tonight, but a warning, some streets and shaded areas could have some ice on it tomorrow morning, so be careful. Sumter County, one of the later areas in the Midlands to see snow last night. It started falling around 11 o'clock or so in the evening. Just a few accidents reported. No major injuries were being told. However, overnight there was a fire caused by a fireplace. The family expected to be okay. And while that snow did not last for long, kids still found a little time to go out and have some fun. News 19's Kaylin Hagwood from earlier today.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the snow today?
That I don't have it at home, but Mommy showed me a picture at my house.
Okay, and you're from Lexington, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was Marielle Wingard. She's the flower girl in a wedding tonight. After 2 weeks of icy conditions, this couple's story down the aisle is one you don't want to miss later tonight on News 19 at 11. Of course, this was our second straight weekend dealing with frozen precipitation. As Julia Kaufman reports, this round of winter weather was less damaging compared to last weekend.
Columbia fire officials say they responded to fewer calls this weekend compared to last, and having snowfall instead of an ice storm seemed to lead to slightly better conditions. The fire department responded to more than 60 calls between Friday night and Saturday morning. 2 were house fires. One, the chief says, likely resulted from a fireplace. There were no injuries from the fires, and they also responded to 12 accidents.
Because there wasn't as much ice on the power lines and trees, we didn't run any type of power lines down. We didn't run any type of trees on the houses, things of that nature. So I think overall it turned out to be better than expected.
Road conditions have drastically improved and many businesses are back open, but drivers need to be cautious of black ice. With the cold weather sticking around, Chief Jenkins is urging people to practice fire safety and to never leave a space heater unattended. Tonight at 11, we'll talk about how this winter weather has affected Columbia businesses. Reporting in Columbia, Julia Kaufman, News 19, WLTX.
Also tonight, some drone video to show you. It was captured by Adam Brown in Sandhills this morning. There's still some snowy spots, but you can see where the snow along the road started to melt earlier today. By this time, though, again, most of that snow has likely melted away. And speaking of snow, let's bring back meteorologist Corey Smith, because you know what? On social media today, Corey, there's a lot of discussion that we maybe have to deal with this again next weekend. What are you hearing?
Yeah, and I think, there is the time to really start talking about this, what we're looking at. So what we can tell as meteorologists right now is that the pattern is in place to see wintry weather. Now, where is that? That is going to be the question, and even if it forms to begin with. So what we're looking at right now, this is the upper level pattern, and you're going to see the jet stream very far to the north out to the west, and it's warmer out there as well. As you look towards the east, we're colder, and we have what's called a trough, and we see typically low pressure systems form along this trough. Things are showing up in the weather models right now, and you might see that online, people sharing that. But when we're this far out, we're about 6 to 7 days from probably something happening. We can't really tell if a storm is going to even form. But if it does, it could be anywhere from Columbia or a nor'easter up in the New England area. So it's really something we're going to watch right now. I think the main thing is the pattern is in place, and we're going to be cold. So regardless of what we see, whether it's a sunny day as we go towards the end of next week or maybe some rain pushing through, it's going to be on the chilly side and below average. And you're going to see that here on the 7-day forecast going forward. We're cold the next few days, and we start off cold tomorrow, 26, warming up as that chance of showers moves through. And then the cold front itself pushes through as we go Wednesday into Thursday. And look at this. Temperature is going back down again. We're down to 42 as we go into Saturday. Now, of course, things will change, and we're going to know a lot more over the next coming days. So we're going to let you guys know here on News 19.
All right, Corey, thank you again so much. And as always, to keep up with the very latest on the weather, be sure to download the WLTX app. You can watch live coverage and see the updated forecast anytime. You can also connect with our team of meteorologists. Be sure to check their social media pages for constant updates. Well, that is our time for now, but we'll be back later tonight for News 19 at 11. Stay with us.